like I would wake up and it would be like people like kids. Yeah. It was funny because I would leave to start my day at like 2 p.m. every day, and all the kids would be getting out of school, so I would like be walking against the current of the kids. Oh my goodness. Which is very cute, and especially during the winter, or not the winter, during the rain, it was really cute because they would like all have their umbrellas, and I was like
matching orphan umbrellas, like from Madeline or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of just like saw like the wall of umbrella underneath me.
That's crazy.
Was this an Airbnb, or do you know like an RJ out there, like a New York RJ?
No B.
No, I just found this guy. Great joke. Yeah.
Shout out Mike Birbiglia.
Big shout out.
Yeah, that was a joke that we saw.
We were there. Mm-hmm. We were there for the thing.
You saw the old man in the pool or whatever the fuck?
Live.
And then we saw Mike Birbiglia live and in the flesh, and Drew was too much of a pussy to go up to him and say hi.
Okay, edit. We were too much of a pussy collectively. We were a collective puss.
Ustedes.
He looked so exhausted after. There was these 78-year-olds that were wearing him out, talked to him for like another hour after.
Yeah,
and then I saw him like look in our direction, just exhausted with a backpack, just spiritually deflated. And then I was like, I don't have the heart to be like, Mike Birbiglia. You know, I didn't want to do it, so we just kind of let him go.
Nice.
But that was a good night, yeah.
Yeah, but we went to the store after. Didn't we cool guide at the store or something like that?
We cool guided and we hung out at the store, and that was worth it, obviously.
Always worth it. always worth to see who John's real friends are. Turns out, not me.
It was good to break our necks and go to the store that night to kind of see the people,
see who we can see,
and now it's all worth it. And today we remember that night and we go, wow, that was really smart of us to go to the store and just hang out. That was good.
That was the win that night, to be seen,
to be amongst greatness.
Right,
exactly. Yeah, I think that was the night you introduced me to Luke Moniz, and he's like, a friend of John is a friend of mine.
Oh,
Luke
that
Moniz,
was
nice to meet you. And then I saw him at Harp, and then he was like, oh yeah, that's right. It's so nice to see you. And he actually was very nice and gave me like good advice about all sorts of things. And then John talked to him, and then Luke's like, yeah, this guy came with. I guess he knew you. He's like, I don't remember who the fuck this guy was.
Yeah, he did say that.
I was like, God damn it.
My boy.
There's the twist.
Shout out Luke Moniz.
Yeah, shout out. Just another snake in the grass.
Had Luke Moniz is not a snake. He's like the snakiest guy.
They like to slither together, John.
You hosted when he was at Gamecraft, right?
No, I didn't host that day.
Why wasn't I on that?
You were busy that day.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, that's my boy.
He comes into my house, requests that we record at a specific hour, and then says, why wasn't I booked on the show that I wasn't in town for?
You give him cake, and he's like, I don't want cake. Fuck you.
I don't like cake. I'm sorry.
To be fair, we were talking a lot of shit when you were in the other room. It's very you present us as very much like dad snacks. Is you're like, the kids are gonna love this.
Well, first of all, RJ texted us and was like, "Do you want snacks?" And I'm like, "We got to get snacks for sure."
And Drew said no.
Can we talk about this actually?
Yeah.
Can we go from the beginning?
All right, let's go.
Hold on. We gotta do a proper welcome to Swallow Daddies just to set
we didn't get a fun wordplay.
I was hoping we'd get a laugh before all that,
but it's okay. To it.
So,
But this is John Luna, everyone, for anyone tuning in right now, live in studio, on video, YouTube, Patreon, or audio. John is a second-time returning guest to the podcast. Good friend. Some would say one of our best. We don't know. But he also does have one of our most successful podcasts.
Someone say our first four choices bailed today, so we had to slot in John. It's fine.
Okay, actually, you were begging me to come.
Begging you.
Fortune Feemster bailed, so we had to.
Why'd you pick that name? That's so weird. Also, Tom Papa bailed. Why did I pick that name? Whoa. Crazy.
You know what's funny? My dad thinks it's so funny to like bring them up as well. So like, well, I'm just saying that's the level of humor you guys are at. But my dad,
good.
My dad, like during the Netflix festival, was like, "Oh, did you see any shows? Tom Papa."
No way.
Like, okay, very funny, Dad.
He's like, get it? Because you lost your fucking job.
Because he fired you.
Well, at least we were doing the joke that like, oh, we're having this comic replace you. Yeah. He's being like, hey, did you see your ex-boss, you piece of shit?
Yeah. How's my little couch potato, huh? Oh, Johnny Jobless over there. I'm the fireman.
Retired.
Okay, so RJ invites me. My dad's not retired. My mom is. She's the cop, and my dad's a fireman. And
she's the cop. You're the flop. Go on.
Can I use that?
Yeah, of course.
Thank God. I literally, that's so good.
What would you be without me?
I'm gonna wait. Can I write that down right now?
Mhm. Thank you. Finally.
Finally, some of your work is
Jesus,
coming out.
I was getting worried when he was like, "Yeah, Gabe really helps me with all my roasts." I'm like, "Am I that bad of a comedic help to John?" Where he's resorting to Gabe. Come on,
RJ and Gabe.
And RJ,
my roast writing team. It's RJ. You'd never believe it.
That's how you. That's how I know you're in a plateau in the roasting world right now.
Oh.
It's like you're resorting to RJ and Gabe. You lost your half your best quick comedy, so you're like, so who's
it's
next?
Like it was like Moneyball, like when Alex Holiday quit comedy,
Yeah.
like when Jason Giambi left the A's.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like,
how do I recreate Alex in the aggregate?
Exactly. You're looking at all the stats. You're like, all right, he may do too many stool act outs here, but he might, he's actually good with the wordplay here.
Okay, we want Gabe. Why do we want Gabe? Premises.
Premises.
RJ rebuttals. This is perfect.
Yeah, exactly. With these two guys.
Having said that,
it's great.
Yeah. You've made a real CC Sabathia out of the kid, you really made it work.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my goodness. We found the baseball reference.
no, John. No, it's too late.
Shut up and let her read the text.
read the thing.
What are you gonna say?
John's mom might be a pig, but you're a swine.
Okay. That was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Just kidding. That's what people say when it wasn't. Okay, so RJ. So first of all, I did not know we were recording today.
Yeah.
Okay.
until last night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I randomly see Drew at an open mic.
Yeah. Crazy.
Which was random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I thought Drew quit comedy. He returned to comedy since I have been gone.
Well, then I went up, and then John went, "Oh no, he did quit comedy because that set was yoinks."
Well, I
first
mean,
of all,
to be
last-
fair.
yeah. Go
last
on.
night I went to the rec room.
Yeah.
And
No, you did.
Yeah.
I realized there was
knocking
no,
on the door. You're like,
there was no open mic there. So a lot of stuff has changed. Let's just say a lot of stuff has changed since I've been gone.
Yeah.
For the better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Drew. Okay. So then I'm like, okay, when are we gonna be in the pod? So last night at 11:45, I say, when's the podcast recording to RJ? And he said, oh hey. Oh hey. Want to do Wednesday at 8? I said tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Such an insane.
When you said that, I literally was like, "What the fuck day is it?" I was so
drowning.
so confused. I had a crazy week, and then it was Mother's Day, and then I didn't do anything on Monday, and then Tuesday rolled around, and I was like, "What?" I truly had no idea what it was.
Time is a flat circle for a father of four, is what they used to say.
Interesting. I didn't do anything on Monday. That's an interesting.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Okay.
That's Oh.
What?
Okay. So and then I said tomorrow. You said hey. And then I said 5. Drew said 5 is good. 5 p.m.
Which, to be fair, John and I were like, 5 sounds great. And RJ's like, I'm actually not like very creative when at 5 p.m.
Is that what I said?
You say anytime I try to do a day pod, you're like, I just my juices aren't flowing at that time.
I said I'm fucking busy.
No, you haven't done work.
So first of all, RJ said probably my most unavailable time.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, what are you doing during that time? And he said, being a dad.
Yeah.
And I said, so no show, no mic? What do you mean? What do you mean you're unavailable during that time?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, John is the only one here completely committed to comedy. So he was like, so no show, no mic. What is a dad?
Yeah.
Why be that?
Wait.
Why would you ever choose this career
Yeah.
if you're unavailable until 7?
I want to tell this story, but I don't know if I'm at the liberty to.
Well, we could always
Wait,
cut
can you
it.
bleep out some names?
Absolutely. And we're back. We are back. We are so back.
Holy shit.
After one of the most devastating, dark stories of stand-up comedy I've ever heard in my life. Wow. That's really too bad.
Holy, it's when they say we're in a comedy boom, they do mean for a very specific set of people.
And for a lot of people, it's more of a dust bowl situation.
Boom for them, more of a boo for us.
More of a doom.
For a doom, boom and doom.
Boom
yeah.
and doom.
There it is.
Do you watch Big Justice and AJ?
Mm-mm.
Never.
AJ and Big Justice?
I don't know who that is.
Mm-mm.
It's this father and son, and they're from Florida. They go to Costco.
Okay,
I'm on board.
I'm in.
And then they just kind of go, they just kind of they have 2 series. One where they go to Costco and they buy stuff, and then one series where they just try food and then they go, "Is this a boom or a doom?"
Oh wow, that's fun. I'm out, but it's fun.
I couldn't.
I was in and then I'm out. Costco, I'm in.
Out.
And then you said 2 channels. I'm like, ooh.
No, 1 channel.
But they have 2
series.
Yeah, no, 2 series. I'm out. I'm way out.
Yeah.
And the little kid, he eats a chicken. It's like a 13-year-old boy who's like kind of chubby, but like baseball chubby. So he's like good.
So you root for him.
Yeah, he's good at hitting the ball. And then this like his dad's like jacked. It's crazy.
It's a father and son. Is not 2 gay dads. Not 2 gay Florida dads.
And they're not like
AJ is the dad and Big Justice is the son.
Big Justice is the boy. Ain't that Florida though? You know. I'm Timmy Tam, and this is my son, Big Justice.
Wait, let me see.
My name's Crenshaw, and this is
my little son, Girth.
This here Stump.
I got it.
Girthy Gary's my little kid. My little 6-year-old boy.
You'll get it. Okay, so.
Of course we go shopping. We're all eating a chicken bake.
We're Costco guys. Of course we had to try the
Shut
new double
up.
chunk chocolate cookie.
We're Costco guys.
So that's kind of the whole thing.
Guess what? 3.9 million likes on that video. I swear to God.
44 million views.
That's my nightmare.
AJ and Big Justice.
But by all means, keep writing those jokes. You hacks. All right.
Yeah,
Ustedes, all of us. Now. Wow.
That's too bad, really.
But okay, where was I? So
it is cute that kid's foot's gonna go numb in about 3 years. It is.
One of the
fun.
series on their channel is him working out with a trainer. It's pretty fun.
The kid?
Yeah.
But literally just for that clip, it's 30 seconds a year they do the training.
But he's crying.
Yeah.
You said I get a chicken bake afterwards.
Yeah.
He plays baseball.
Shut the fuck up, Big AJ. Or whatever.
Hey, they're nice to each other. It's AJ.
You
and
gotta
Big
imagine
Justice.
that dad beats that boy.
No.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
No.
Off cam?
They're
Off cam?
nice. He's
Oh
the
my
nicest.
god. How have you ever watched any reality show behind the scenes?
No. Do you know his sister Ashley
Bro,
and
he
Mom
has-
of Justice is the mom?
Mop of Justice?
No, Mom of Big Justice.
I hear the mom was...
No, mother of Big Justice.
Mother of Big Justice.
MOJ?
And they all have logos. It's
Holy shit.
funny.
John, that boy has tire tread marks on his back because his dad beats him every night.
What infuriates me is that...
those are their logos. AJ and Big Justice.
oh my God.
Yeah.
John, you can't be serious.
I love these guys.
What infuriates me is you have time for this, yet somehow you're still a better comedian than most, you know?
I love these guys.
I hate it.
Okay, so I text RJ and he's like, tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, no, Mike, whatever. And then I said, you can't skip being a dad for one day.
Yeah, which is a fair ask.
It's a fair ask.
And then he said, what about one day you don't do a mic, reverse
go.
Uno card.
Good.
And I said, the people at the mic will remember. Your kids will never remember this day. No, I didn't say that.
He thought it.
That's still funny.
But then he said, and then RJ, and I never responded to this text. That's why I want to bring it up on the podcast. RJ at 12:49 a.m. I should be sleeping in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
He said, after all I've done for you, John, you're going to pester me over an open mic. How about you show up at 7:30 with canes and a thank you card?
I missed that part.
That's good. That's funny to me. John, think of how much I've done for you in your life. And you're going to give me shit because you want to go to a goddamn open mic on a Wednesday?
Listen,
Yeah.
that's...
Sorry, I need to go to open mics because...
Yeah, sorry.
Clearly.
Whoa.
Whoa, listen. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. All right, we got...
Hey, guys, everyone calm down.
Yeah.
No one's upset here.
All right, so now everyone's upset.
Everyone calm down.
Everyone's upset here, all right? You
John.
know?
I thought it was a fair ask.
John just did about 120 spots in 2 months.
I
so
know,
could he
it's
have taken a Wednesday off? Perhaps. But do
I
you
haven't
also
done
have
any
the luxury
spots.
to... but does RJ happen to just, book himself on all 7 of his shows a week?
Sometimes.
So he can skip the open mic, perhaps. So a little bias. A little bias over there.
Having said that, booked and blessed.
Booked and blessed. Booked and blessed. You're like still booked and blessed.
Last week, yes. This week, no. This week, I got nothing. So I'm Mikeless in Seattle. I got to hit a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But having said that, you and I both lived through the pandemic. You know, a lot of nights without mics. You know,
Lived through the pandemic.
I was RJ talking about the pandemic for? What is this? The 80s?
Oh my god, he's going pandemic mode.
Yeah, I know.
RJ's going to bring up the pandemic mode.
Oh, he does.
style.
Anytime we bring up how many years he's been doing comedy, he's like, if you don't count the
Oh,
pandemic,
I'm not that guy.
If you don't count the pandemic,
then I'm only like a few weeks in.
I only count after I stop doing bringer shows.
Yeah,
If you-
exactly.
If you don't count the bringers, you don't count the pandemic. I'm only like 8 years in. It's crazy.
You don't count the open mics. You don't count the pandemic. You don't count the
bombs.
bringers.
You don't count the bringers.
bombs. I started tomorrow.
Every day's a new day for me. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we all know who that is. Yeah.
Well, I've had people tell me they don't count when they did mics, and I've had people tell me they don't count when they do bringer show when they did
Psychotic.
bringer shows.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
I'm like, count them or not, you're still bad. All right. Count them or not, you still should be better than you
Age
are.
is just a number, and
Yeah.
you just bombed at an open mic.
Yeah.
Well, it is really funny when people say they've been doing it longer than they have. That's the funniest.
But see, that's the thing. It happens in reverse because I've been doing it for 6 years. I started in 2017, and people who started with me.
We've definitely seen him since like 2013 for sure.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
definitely seen
It's
him at a couple.
2024.
I know. I'll be at 7 years in August.
Oh, convenient.
He's hanging on to that last thing. Like I was hanging on to my I'm 29 years old for the final 2 weeks.
6.5. You want me to say 7? I'll say 7. I don't care. I started in 2017. People who started in 2017, they will say like, "Oh yeah, I'm only like 3 years in."
But like count like improv and theater and stuff in high school. So you've been doing it for like 10 years. You're like 10 years
How
in.
long have you been doing stand up? I don't count intro to acting in high school as stand up
well,
comedy.
It is kind of I
feel
don't
like
know.
that's
You
kind of
performative. You're talking on stage.
Do you want me to count that time as my time in stand up comedy?
Yeah, you've been doing comedy for like 17 years. Just own it, dude. It sucks and it's sad. All right, but it's gonna be okay.
We're doing all right.
Fine.
We're all
You're gonna be
right.
good.
You're the dad comedian. It's
You're gonna
fine.
be
It's fun.
Dad median.
Yeah,
That's in my album.
Exactly. Ooh.
You were super lost until you became a dad. You just became a dad during the pandemic.
2019. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Just before.
Okay. So never mind then. I
So never
guess.
mind.
Yeah.
So, it was
Yeah.
lost.
Fuck.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not good.
We tried to help.
Yeah, I tried.
We did the diagnosis.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's
We looked at the timelines, and it's not adding up.
it's terminal. Yeah.
It's terminal.
It's terminal.
We're giving you 6 months,
Yeah.
and yeah, if you don't figure it out, then
But I mean, he just started a new comedy club.
he started a new
Did we
comedy
talk about
club.
that?
Did we promote your new comedy club?
I
Is
don't
that
think we
why? Is
promoted
that why
the-
Raymond was on to promote the new comedy club?
Yes.
No, we didn't mention a single thing.
Well, we forgot about that aspect. But
Yeah,
that's fine.
We're not good at the
We'll
promotion
do it with
on
John.
the show.
Yeah. Thanks to John. That was nice of him
Thank
to
you.
promote.
Yeah, thank you.
You might want to maybe give him a booking here and there.
Yeah,
you know?
whatever. It's
Here's the
okay.
funny thing. I did.
It's okay.
I said, you know what? My good friend John Luna, I want to make sure he's booked and blessed as soon as he steps foot in LAX come May. And I say, Johnny, here's the thing. I got a spot for you. Here's the date. And then he says to me,
Ugh.
I can't. He first takes the booking, and then he says, actually, I don't want it.
He says, I don't want it.
Yeah, he says, no. No.
What was the reason?
Show. But I think it worked out, which is crazy. This is a better text interaction.
Okay, so
I like
on
that you
April 24th, I DM'd RJ, said, "Can I be on in May, please?"
Desperate.
And he said, "As of right
Please.
now, we
7
are
prayer hand emojis.
as
Go
of
on.
right now we are booked up. But if anyone drops, I'll let you know, and I'll get you a June date."
Smart.
So that's the man who wanted to make sure I was booked the moment my feet touched Los Angeles.
What happens?
What happens
This is big receipt pod.
Is RJ...
big receipt. You don't want to keep reading? You don't want to keep reading, Johnny?
Someone dropped out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
RJ's getting fired up. Get a couple of espressis and Topo Chikis in him.
No, this is actually a text message thread. I remember.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Oh, ooh.
Okay, so RJ texted me something. He started the conversation by saying like, "Who's your friend?"
Who's your buddy? Who's your pal? Is that what I said?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, I don't know.
This is great
It doesn't
podcast.
matter.
This
It
is
doesn't
good
matter.
podcasting. It's fine.
We'll cut all this.
Listen, guys, we're all friends, and we don't base our entire self-worth on whether we get booked or not. We're
but
healthy,
we
rounded
do help each
people.
other out, and sometimes we frustrate each other. But
And-
that's what this podcast
And
is all about.
sometimes some of us who say they're going to help us out maybe forget, and that's
I didn't forget at all.
Yeah, well,
I booked him, and then he said I can't do it.
yeah,
That was the story that you forgot to tell.
that's fine. Listen,
No, someone dropped. No, okay. No, that's very fair. Someone dropped,
Mm-hmm.
and RJ.
First person I call.
Wow.
first call
Because he said, "Is there anything in May?" As soon as my sweet little angel feet touch the ground at LAX, I said, "Your words, not mine. Let's get you booked and blessed." Then he goes, "I'll take it," and then he goes, "Actually, no." But
Yeah.
as a result, this is the part that I thought you were gonna, which was cool. He's like, "I'm gonna go to Kill Tony instead," and I was like, "Don't fucking waste your time." And he's like, "No, dude, Destiny." And I said, "Fuck Destiny. She's a cruel mistress."
which is an insane thing. It's not an insane thing to come out of John Luna's mouth for some reason, but it is absolutely insane thing to say.
I was floored.
Nah, man.
I was like,
You were floored. I
Destiny.
would rather go to Kill Tony than
John,
do a spot.
John, there was over 500 comics there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was floored.
I knew I had a date with Destiny.
And honestly, I was blown away. We
Which
were
is-
recording. I was like, "Oh, John, go to Tony!"
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Which is
funny.
Sean's way of saying he knew a guy who got him on.
He was
That's all that
looking- He was looking at Instagram stories while you were recording.
No, after we were
You
recording.
must have been bombing.
Rude.
Drew. I was talking about
Yeah,
Drew.
I know. Rude to Drew.
What? Oh,
He's been
really?
nothing but good to you today, and
I wasn't paying attention.
he's
but
turned heel on you. He said you were bombing on the last
I don't know.
podcast.
I don't know what's happening, but it sounds like he got me. All right, and that's fine. I'm so tired today. I was checking out. Sorry, but congrats on getting me right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hoo hee ha hoo hee ha. And
Okay, yeah. So Kill Tony was going to be at the Forum during the Netflix is a Joke festival. And as some people might know, I was fired recently from Netflix is a Joke radio.
we'll bleep that out.
That's okay. That's fair.
Yeah, they're clapping for you.
To say. Okay. And maybe there's some controversy as to why. We don't need to get into that. But I'll say that I thought that it was my destiny to get on Kill Tony at the Forum and then speak to Tony at the Forum about this controversy. And
Here's my first question, without getting into the story.
yeah.
Why didn't you bring it up?
You
I can
tried.
tell you the whole story. You want me to tell you the whole story?
From the top.
I would love that.
Okay, so
Remember, it's John Luna's story, so this is going to be the rest of the podcast. I need to warn you.
Yeah, I want to make sure we're at 24 minutes now. We will be done at 68.
Yeah, we will be done at 124 minutes.
Yeah, it's all good. Can we interject throughout the way and have little side steps and
of course.
questions? Okay.
That's the only way. I'm still telling a story about when I was in New York. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, the kids
See,
with the
the-
umbrellas.
the orphan
I'm
umbrellas.
still- those poor kids are just sitting in the fucking radio umbrellas in my head because you haven't finished your goddamn story. They're just sitting there while John is just towering over them.
This is the
Get
worst
the fuck
podcast
out of
ever.
my way. Like, why are your knees so dry? They're so confused. I'm like, just finish the story, you know.
The knees look good still.
Yeah, the knees good? You hitting the Sky Rizzy still?
No, because I lost my job. I lost my insurance.
Oh, no. Is that why you bled on stage?
Yeah.
No Sky Rizzy?
No Sky Riz.
No spoilers. No
Oh,
spoilers.
Sorry.
I left my blood, sweat, and tears on that stage.
Literally.
Yes.
Literally.
Okay.
Queen.
Yeah.
So basically, well, first of all, it was kind of funny because
When a man loves a woman.
It's kind of funny. Instant interjection.
first the day. So the day before. Well,
Yes.
actually,
Thursday.
No,
So strong.
Wednesday.
A week ago.
Yeah. So Wednesday, me and Seth Rubin, friend of
Huge shout
friend
out.
of mine, we.
Okay.
I was gonna say friend of the pod. I didn't know if you guys wanted to rep that.
Rep Seth Rubin.
Yeah.
Acquaintance of the pod.
Well, yeah, we'll say he's a guy we know. All right.
Huge shout out. What's his current place of employment?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's been fired from so many pizzas.
Dude, that guy gets hired and fired more than.
He's been boycotted from every pizza joint in town.
He's had 6 jobs since I got fired.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
working hard.
So we go to Rolling Heights, and this is something I made reservations for when I was like in New York.
We're saying we. I need to know Who's the we
Me
here?
and Seth.
Oh my god. We'll cut this out.
Okay, so we go and we do the 10-pound Korean barbecue brisket challenge, where we together have to eat 10 pounds of brisket and 5 bowls of rice.
And if you do, you get it for free?
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that deal.
Yeah.
Such a fucking fat deal. Can you imagine him and Seth? Like, no, we're doing it for the challenge. No, we're just this is a practice. This is a philosophical exercise of self-overcoming.
This is a sociological experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Luke was like, okay, you can come out of it with any outcome, but just please do not come away from it and say it was too easy. This is so funny.
Yeah.
But so we do the brisket challenge, and I'm sorry to say we did fail it. We did not.
That's good.
We only ate about 9 pounds of brisket. The guy there did say that we did better than most, though.
The
Okay.
rice is what'll get you.
Yeah.
I had 2 bowls. Seth only had 1. There was 2 left, and there was about
Jesus
a pound
Christ.
of brisket left.
That's how they get you the fucking rice. It's a $50 thing, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah.
$50 not too bad.
I would just shove that rice in my pants, dude. That's gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna swell you up like a balloon.
Okay.
All right. Now it's
Seems
okay.
kind of sexual.
Yeah,
What?
that's fine. Listen, I don't know. You could have put the rice anywhere. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna hide it? You can't put it in your
The trash,
crew
the
neck.
napkin. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. You're
Listen.
You're gonna hide it? This
You
is a
know,
challenge.
so
So
it's- and-
you're on a stage.
And also, when John said
Oh wait, hold on. You're on a stage.
No, but in my head,
in the
I
stage
was.
of life, I mean, John's always on stage. First of all,
Stage 4.
And second of all,
Stage 4,
stage 4, long storiesism. He when he says
JDL disease, they
JDL.
say.
When we interject with the story as he goes along, the interjections are supposed to entertain. Is what I was trying to get at. You know, that's all I'm trying to.
We'll work on it.
And then RJ's like interjection. What are you gonna put the rice in your pantaloons?
So far, been good.
Yeah, I
It's
say
entertaining.
Anyways, go on.
So,
It's an alley oop.
Yeah, of course.
so we do the 10-pound brisket challenge, and then I go to open mic near Roland Heights with Seth afterwards. It's an Inland Empire open mic,
Ooh.
and we see a definite friend of the pod, Nick Johnson,
Wow.
which I haven't seen Nick in a while.
Lives out there.
And Nick starts telling me that he's destined to be on Kill Tony.
Oh no.
That's so funny.
And how he has about 6 different avenues that he's going to go down during the interview. He's planned it all out. It's going to be perfect.
Crazy.
And I just...
You know he's lost sleep over it.
you robbed his destiny, didn't you? He didn't go up,
Manifest.
did he? No. I know what you did.
And I'm looking at him and I'm going, you have no idea it's my destiny.
Did you say that?
More or less.
More or less. No, that's John's way of saying, "Oh, cool, dude. Good
You know
luck
it's crazy.
tonight."
Over under. Let's say there's 500 comics that Kill Tony. Over under. Every single one of them walked in going, "It's my fucking destiny to go up tonight."
Yeah, no matter how fucking
Every single one of those
clinically
delusional
insane.
assholes said that.
Of course.
So then cut to... And also he was like, I'm going to get there super early, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. So cut to day of.
Mm-hmm.
I show up. The signups are from like 5 to 6:30. I show up at like 5:15. There's already a big line. And I go and I see Nick. He's far ahead in line. So I cut in line with him.
Wow.
And I'm like, what up? It's Nick, Chrissy D,
Diallo.
and Riley, I think his name is.
Fall.
No.
Oh.
Did you see Riley last night? Yeah, you were there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he hit a fucking dubber and just left. He didn't dubber and dipped.
Really?
DP
Dubber dipped.
Didn't even
Dubber
say
Dubber
hi.
at D Piazza's.
Yeah.
D Piazza. It's so funny.
Dubber cubed.
Yeah.
Someone like came up to him and was like, "So I heard Rec Room closed. Like, what's Xavier and Kenny doing?" Like, asked Riley. Anyway, okay, so I was like, "What is happening?"
Shout out Riley.
So
He's next heir to the throne.
Yeah.
and I get to Kill Tony.
Cut in line.
Miranda and JP arrive like super late. Miranda also really wants to get up, And I guess everyone really wants to get up. That's like not like new, but some of these people think it's their destiny.
The guy who
really
shows up is like, I don't really care if I go up.
I love John what he just did right now, where he's like, yeah, well, I guess everyone wants to get up, and he goes, I guess everyone thinks it's their fucking destiny, as if he's not the same crazy asshole.
As if I didn't just
he
make
just
that
said
point.
all the other 500 people. He's like, these fucking, it's your destiny, and in the back of his head,
He's like, it's actually
it's actually technically my fucking destiny. I manifested this way harder than any of you pussies last night. You guys don't even really believe this or deserve this.
No, they deserve it.
Yeah, of course. Well, now that it already happened and none of them went up, you're like, yeah, they all totally deserved it, you know?
Yeah, let's put salt in the wound.
Yeah, but
Okay.
anyways, so you cut in line, which is the only reason you got up and killed Tony. Go on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty.
You really destiny this way. Are you calling it destiny? No, you cut in line.
I know, and that's the funny thing about Manifest Destiny. That's what a bunch of white pioneers said when they went from the East Coast to the West Coast. Like, Manifest Destiny, and then they killed a bunch of Indians.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just burnt down a couple of teepees to get to the front of the line, essentially.
Well, you can be anywhere in the line. It's a bucket.
Yeah, of course.
But I was at the perfect place. If I had gone any other place, then that piece of paper that my name
Might
was
not
written
have-
down on would not have.
Yeah.
So again,
Gone to
how
the
many
perfect place.
how many engines did you have to take out in order
Yeah.
to get that spot? You know,
Exactly. You know.
And
Trail
so,
of Tears,
Trail. Yeah.
So then,
It's LA. Trail of Queers.
trail mix of tears.
Trail of Queers. That's good.
There
Yeah,
you go.
good. I like that more.
Mm-hmm.
So then we
Trail mix.
so we go in. We buy some food. I buy some Chester's hot Cheeto fries.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
Good.
Tough
and
gig.
we're chomping. We're eating. And at this point, I'm like kind of like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna get up. But then I kind of see him pull a name, and for some reason, I'm like, I think that might be my name.
Shut up.
But I'm like, I'm just gonna keep eating my Chester Cheeto fries, and they do a pre-pull because at the
Oh, of course.
forum. So I'm like my like face is literally in my. I'm like pouring the fries into my mouth like that. Like I'm just like
Nice.
I'm and then I hear Miranda go, John, it says your name, John. They like hold it. They're holding a big whiteboard that says like at the bottom of the comedian section that says like John Luna.
Is that on deck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so your stomach falls through your ass.
No, I'm like, whoa, what? And so I like get up. I'm like trying to get down. I don't know how to do it.
Just sucking his Cheeto fingers.
Yeah, yes. There's a bunch of other comics that are like, John. They're like, yeah, John. I'm
Shoving his
like
Cheeto
trying to,
fingers in
I'm
other
trying to
people's
wipe my
hands. Yeah.
Cheeto fingers on my pants.
Yeah.
And I'm like running down there. I get backstage. I dap up Cam So Funny. And I get backstage.
You say his Instagram handle? Jesus Christ, the internet is ruined.
Patterson?
Yeah. Top young rising comedian Cam Patterson. Yeah. So I dap up at Cam So Funny. Oh my God.
Well, that's how ubiquitous the Instagram handle is.
I know.
Even you know it.
Yeah, of course.
What about last time when Lexi was like, I think I follow you on Instagram?
And I was like, don't have one of those right now, you fucking snake.
That was so good.
Bro.
She
She ruined me. She cussed
She's
me
a
on one night.
daywalker.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, John. She looked at me and she's like,
I know.
Yeah, Drew's nothing in the scene.
yeah, I take
Ouch.
3 months off and this.
Nothing.
Granted, you guys did a sister. You
Yeah.
guys, a Freaky Friday.
Sister, Mr. Wives.
Yeah.
She came into this fold when you were folded up
I
under
went,
your car.
when I went from Drewy drop-ins to Drewy drop-offs.
Yes,
yes.
Dropouts. There you
we
go.
We're
It
working
was
on
like
it.
it was like a wife swap when
Trail
we got the way cooler wife.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the
I
other,
come
and then
back.
the
I'm
other
like,
wife comes
who
back.
wants to fuck me? You're like, dude.
I think I follow you on Instagram.
Ew. Are you the one? Yeah.
Yeah, you came back and the other wife is still here. And
Yeah.
you're like, wait, why is this wife
I'm like,
still?
wait. I thought you liked my little butt pussy. What is going on now?
I think we can still both have fun in the same house.
Remember I tagged up that one joke fucking in November, It's like, Drew, you're not cool anymore, You're out.
Yeah.
Unhip.
So I go backstage and I'm like, does anyone have water? I was like literally like I was like my mouth was on fire from the from the hot Cheetos.
What a decision.
And
They say I have the
when I was
Michael
walking
Jackson
down,
disease.
the person right before me was like Tony did not like him, so he was like you're done, goodbye. And the producer was like run because like he thought I was gonna like go up immediately after that. And so I was like, fuck, like, does anyone have water? I'm ready. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But, so I don't know if it would have been better to go then or they said, okay, we're going to give you time. They put up Adam Ray
Oh
as
man.
Dr. Phil
The murders.
doing a roast like
Yeah.
A roast set of everyone there.
Yeah, so he roasts everyone there.
Jesus.
They pull Adam to the table. Then they're like, okay, you're gonna go up. And then instead they put a golden ticket winner up.
Oh.
The guy that doesn't he has like cerebral palsy.
Aaron Belial.
Yeah, and he can't talk, so like he talks through his phone. They put that guy up.
Oh,
he's
jeez.
killing.
Yeah.
The audience is like standing ovation for these guys.
Standing O. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
And I had already told JP Miranda, I was like, I'm gonna do a pratfall, I think.
which for the folks at home, you've done this a handful of times, and what
Sure.
would you say percentage wise is the success rate as far as laughter?
Oh, people always love it.
Always.
Yeah.
There's never been a time that that people were like, "Oh, that was not a good idea."
No, I think that like it.
Not even the
always
time
gets-
where you fell through the glass in San Diego. Literally, like it was boarded up for weeks,
yeah.
and everyone knew that was
following
John.
week. there
Yeah,
was a
I think you sent me
John
a
Luna
picture.
cutout of his body.
Exactly.
I think it always gets a reaction. Also, that's the
Yes, it gets a reaction.
Reaction is one thing. You
also
know?
the thing is I've done a pratfall probably.
I would say a dozen.
Even like maybe half dozen times, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, like not that much. Probably the most has been at the Rec Room open mics.
Yeah.
Like I've probably done it 3 times at the Rec Room open
I
mic.
saw you fall on that table. That was so funny.
I've done it at Nice Bits that one time. That crushed.
Yes.
I did it at Madhouse when I broke the window. I did it.
Crushed the window.
I did it Kill Tony, and I did it at one time at Third Wheel, and one time at at Set of the Night at the store. So
Yes.
so like 8 times.
Yeah, well, and the 9th time is when you were in New York and those kids were walking home from school. You're just like, pratfall! You just killed all of them, you know?
It was like 12 flat umbrellas on the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, just the umbrellas.
Yeah.
Like they disappeared, like their bodies had just evaporated.
Just a dozen black circles on the ground. Like,
Yeah,
what was that?
exactly. Well, white. It's a nice neighborhood. But
No, you can't escape them.
Yeah,
The
you
umbrellas.
the umbrellas. Oh, sorry.
Oh right.
Well, white umbrellas is a sign of
that's what I meant. Cut that out. Okay.
fuck. Yeah, we'll cut that one out.
Um,
Anyways, so
So you go, this is a great idea.
I was like, I have to.
the fact that you were like, it is my destiny. Destiny calls. Destiny's like, John,
We got you on speed dial.
we got you on speed dial. Ring, ring.
Yeah.
Destiny calls, and you
Hello.
go, thank you so much, Destiny. I know I don't deserve this, and
Yet.
but also, and thank you so much for like a once in a lifetime opportunity of doing comedy for 18,000 people.
I'll do
Can
it.
I pratfall?
I'll do it again.
We know.
Come on.
That's a lot. It's a lot on the line, and
At KillTonyCrypto.com arena.
Well, it was interesting because the first person did good. Their minute was good, but they were like clearly it was their first time doing comedy, and so it was someone who like who was very nervous, but like had all right jokes, and the crowd was like laughing at them. So I was like, okay, this guy's doing mediocre. I think if you come with real jokes, you'll do good. So I like was less nervous. But then the second person bombed really bad, and I was like, "Oh, this is scary."
yeah.
To bomb like
What was the number of people in the crowd?
17,000.
It's a lot of
1,000.
people. Yeah.
1,000, yeah.
Jesus.
And
That's a lot of people, John.
and so then I was like, "Fuck, that makes me nervous."
So now think about in John's fucking head, 17,000 people is like, oh, you're a pratfall.
Great impression, by the way. Great impression. I was like, "Is John's mic? Is he talking? That's crazy."
you a Cheeto.
Oh my god!
Pratfall.
Oh my god! This is
Who's who?
I don't know. I've closed my eyes. Who's who? What's going on? That is awesome that you did that.
And so I pick up someone's water backstage, and I
Okay.
just start drinking someone's water.
Got some water.
And they're like telling me how to do it. They're like, don't initiate contact with the guests. They say, that's pretty much the number one rule, actually.
Don't
Touch the guests. That was
Yeah.
pretty much it.
That's fair. Yeah, because they probably have security.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, cool. And then I told one of the guys, I was like, oh, I was actually on this. And then, they were like, move the mic stand behind you.
Of course.
And like they treat you like you've never done stand up. I was like, yeah,
as they should.
Yeah, I was like, no worries, cool, thank you. And then I was like, actually did the show, in the main room.
And like, we don't give a fuck. Get on stage.
No. So then the guy was like, oh, really? That's really cool. And then he's like, tell Tony about that. He'll love that. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
And so I.
So you start your set with, hey. Remember the main room? You, me? Like, what the fuck?
So he set you up for failure, essentially.
Yeah.
So then I tell the people backstage. I tell like the guy that was like with me the whole time because he's like standing with you until you go on.
What was his at?
His name was Arturo.
At Securitas.
So funny.
At Securitas. Dos Cuatro.
At Arturo Security.
Yeah.
He
Secure.
I said, I'm gonna fall. Is what I said to him.
You were telling people around you.
I was like, I'm gonna fall. Don't worry.
Yeah,
it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And like, cause
and what did he look you with a straight face and go nod his head?
No. He was like, you're not gonna fall. Don't worry. And I said, no. I'm gonna fall on purpose.
Like he thinks.
he thinks I'm nervous.
He's like, hey, buddy, it's all right. No, it's just a couple of steps up the stage, and then it's a flat surface.
Yeah, he's like, you got a couple of redwoods on you. Those things ain't no timber tonight, lumberjack. You'll be fine.
Let's do some stretches right here. We'll do some stretches.
Do some breathing, a little bit of yoga.
No, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah.
And he was like,
look, Aaron Belial, he didn't fall. He's doing fine.
That's basically what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this guy didn't fall.
Yeah.
And he's like, never mind, I don't want to do the impression.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna fall. And then he was like, okay. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna fall on purpose. And he's like, why would you do that? I'm like, I don't know, it's funny. He's like, I don't know. And then there's this woman stage manager who had a headset on, who she was like the actual stage manager. He was like the talent, or not the talent, the bucket pool guy.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Coordinator.
Yeah. And I told her, he was like, there's a bunch of medics, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, I'm gonna fall. And like, so then I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna fall, don't worry. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, no, don't do that. I was like, why not? And then she's like, they're gonna see through that, is what they said. Is what
and
she
you're
said.
you're like, listen, I've been doing comedy. If you don't count COVID,
pandemic.
Yeah. If you don't count COVID, I've been doing comedy for 35 years. Yeah. All right. So
they're never gonna see me coming again.
Like, listen. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. So she was like, no, don't do that. And then she goes, unless it's really good. And I was like, well, I've done it before, and it's fun. And then she's like,
yeah, just don't touch the guests. All right. So they probably just gave it up on you. Yeah, just don't. Yeah,
he's gonna do it anyway.
Just put the mic stand behind you after you take your tumble. Fucking A, Jesus Christ, good luck, I guess. God damn it.
Just don't touch Adam Ray. Like, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's this guy who's filming you, like right in your face, because like when they call you, they like get the shot of you
walking out the tunnel. Cool.
And I tell him, I'm like, I'm gonna fall. Do you think that's a bad idea? And he goes, what? And he like takes off his like camera, and he like takes off his headset, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm gonna fall. Is that a bad idea? And he was like, I don't know.
Like, these people couldn't be further removed from any context of why you would ever fall.
Again, I just want to circle back. John loves the idea that some entity called Destiny out there is putting things in his place to tell him how to succeed in life. And multiple times people say, no, don't do that. And he goes, that's not destiny.
That can't be destiny.
There's no way.
My destiny is that Daddy gonna tumble tonight, all right?
I want one answer only, and that's yes, baby. Fall on your face.
This stage is gonna be greased up with my Cheeto fingers after this, all right?
And he said, I'm not going to tell you to do it. And I was like, what? And then he's like, and I'm also going to tell you not to do it. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a yes.
Oh my God. You sound like Destiny.
Yeah. Now you're starting to sound like Destiny.
You sound like sweet lady Destiny.
There she is. Give me a kiss, little Destiny.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, you can't touch him either. Please, John, stop touching him.
Do not touch the cameraman.
Yeah.
And so then it's my time. They call. I'm like looking at it.
After you forced Destiny's hand. After you, oh my God! Yeah, it's time.
But I was behind there for like 10 minutes. It was like
from the time you heard your name to the time that it was time to go up. God, what a terrible 10 minutes that. But I bet that 10 minutes still wasn't longer than your 1 minute set in your mind, though.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy.
And so then
Great insight, RJ. Go on.
so then they call me up there, and I walk out on stage, and I'm like kind of looking around, but like kind of in my head, I think I'm just like I'm gonna do this fall. So I'm like not really thinking. I'm kind of trying to run because like I think if like you run, it kind of like makes it seem like the fall's more realistic, you know?
Yes,
yeah.
And obviously they'll definitely never see through that either, you know. These professional comedians, you know.
Well, I do the fall. I kind of black out, honestly, like from the moment I walked up the stairs to like the fall.
That's psycho.
Because I wake up and I'm on the floor, and Adam Ray as Dr. Phil is like, "Are you okay?" He's like helping me up. And he actually puts the mic stand because
you lost memory from that point.
I toppled the mic stand over as well.
Yeah.
And someone was telling me that like I fell and there was a sound, but then the mic hit the floor, so there was like a
People in the nosebleeders be like, "Did he fall? Is he dead?
Yeah.
Is that a dead guy?"
One of those weird sounds that mics make.
And so I got up. And Adam put the microphone, and I got up and I looked to my left, and it's Red Band, Tony Hinchcliffe, Post Malone, Tim Dillon, and Adam Ray.
And let me guess, all of them were like, "Oh no, are you okay?"
None of them were laughing. They're all just straight faced looking at me. They're pissed.
Oh my god!
I mean, I can clearly tell Tony's mad.
Damn it! And Destiny nowhere to be found. She's left the room.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
This is on you now, buddy."
John Stone, before he's looking at the judge, he's like, "Don't worry, this is destiny. All right,
this kills the last 4 times.
Don't you remember the main room, huh?" You know, he's off mic
from the floor. You remember the main room.
He's crowd working before he even does his minute set. He's 30 seconds as it was 1 minute.
I look over at Tony. I go, "Don't worry, Tony. I got this."
From the ground.
I walk up to the mic, take it out of the mic stand.
Yeah.
Put the mic stand behind me.
Yeah, there you go. Proceeded to not touch the guests. To be fair, you've done nothing wrong so far.
Yeah.
You've done everything right.
Yeah.
I go, "What up?"
You do your shitty Rec Room open mic intro. You go, "What up, Huntington Beach?" We go, "What up, Forum?"
What up, Los Angeles?
I wish I said Los Angeles, because that would have been the only time that would have been real.
Yeah. That would have been, that's
half
right.
the city of Los Angeles is
Yeah,
in
the
that.
one time you're literally doing it in front of Los Angeles, you say, "What up?"
I go, "What up?" And then they laugh at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I kind of look up, and that's the first moment that I was like, "Oh my God, there's so many fucking people here." And I literally, in my minute, I look up and I go, "Holy shit."
Like after you said, "What up?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's got to get a pop.
I go, "What up?" And then I go, "Holy shit, what the fuck?" And then I'm like, and then I go, "All right." And then I start my material.
Yeah.
And then I killed. I mean, once I started my material, it was so good.
What was the jokes you did?
I did like, I've been 28 pounds since when I was 4 months old. I think my mom was breastfeeding horchata.
No, there you go, classic.
And then I did like the Feliz Navidad.
Okay, classic.
Miso Honey, that one.
And then I did
the Hero Prees one, Dubber, yeah.
Yeah.
and then I did the teardrop.
I was about to say
Yeah,
teardrop tattoo.
tattoo's got to be.
There you go.
And then I ended on like as I was saying, like which will be fine, like the mouse or the cat.
Yeah, the cat. Yeah.
Mm.
So then I did the what did I do? I did the I just ended on the teardrop, but it was like perfect timing.
Nice.
Also, I don't think they started my time until after I got up from the fall.
That's
Huge.
nice.
Yeah.
That's really
That
nice.
is huge. That is huge, honestly.
Because that was
That would have fucked me if they started it from like the fall.
out of spite. If they started it,
Yeah.
that would have sucked. But that's, I mean, we love so much of a narrative within just a minute. Like just the destiny, the forcing Destiny's hand,
Yeah.
like the fall, the failure, and then sounds like a good set. It's
No, I was killing, honestly. I think maybe that is why they would have cut it off if I wasn't doing well, but I was doing great. So yeah, so I finished my set. Tony said best set of the night.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like best set of the night so far, and then I was
Suck it, Aaron Belial. Learn how to speak, buddy. Come on. He'll get this message.
maybe Aaron should have
I don't know who Aaron Belial is. Belial?
Belial. He's he's a
comic.
Golden
he was
Ticket winner
he was a Golden Ticket guy in the Mothership, and now he's on America's Got Talent. And
he's on America's Got Talent.
He talks through his phone.
Oh, he's the disabled guy.
Hi, Tony. I'm glad to be here on Kill Tony.
Yeah, that's right.
This show is great.
Unless, of course, a faggot.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You're always so much fun to be around. Except Redban. He's kind of gay.
Yeah. That's
what.
I mean, it's so much funnier.
Yeah,
than that.
It's so much funnier. It's like
she
like
is
he's got
your
a British
girlfriend,
accent.
isn't she?
Okay, so
he's got a girlfriend now.
So So then, I don't know. So then Tony goes like, do you always fake fall before all your sets?
Good.
That's the first thing he says.
Tough.
And I was like, oof. Okay.
Yikes.
I said one time I broke a window. He was not interested. He was not interested in that story.
Yeah.
Tell me about a time that it didn't go well.
Yeah.
He said, how many times have you... He said, how long have you been doing comedy? I said, like 4 to 5 years. And I said, I was actually on in the main room. And then he was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Not into that either.
That's cool.
I was like, ooh.
Cool.
I was like, strike 2.
I know. Cool. So are you trans or anything?
What's the weirdest thing about you?
I honestly think he just didn't... Because I'm like bad at the interview portion. I already knew that I was bad at the interview portion. And I think that I think what happened was I was like talking too much, like kind of controlling the interview in a bad way. I do think that like for the show... For Kill Tony, I was not being a willing participant.
Yeah, I mean, that's clearly what's not been happening in this podcast at all. So, I mean, it's not like you invited yourself into our podcast and decided that it was John Luna's story hour.
Yeah. We have stories too. It's fine. No.
Drew, how was your day? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
John, no, we wanted the story. I'm making fun of you, but it was this is an important story.
We lead very empty lives, us kids down here in suburbia.
What was I doing on Friday? Doing a podcast with this asshole.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Great pod, by the way.
Real city slicker.
Reptile Dysfunction. Check it out.
Can't wait to listen.
Yeah.
So I plugging the last pod on the current pod.
Hey, listen, that's how you know we're doing good.
To you, someone
Just
who
to
listens regularly.
Literally our only listener next to like 3 people.
So I I don't know. Tim Dillon said some stuff to me.
Was it good? Was it not good?
He said, I want to take you clothes shopping.
Good.
Which was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, because they were trying to make fun of me for my clothes because I was like wearing a shirt that was like, it's like a shirt that I like to wear, but I guess I didn't take into account that if you're on stage, people are looking at you from down under.
Oh, so they could see.
So if you're wearing like a cropped shirt, they can see. They can see under your shirt,
underboob, underbelly.
Yeah. But it's cool. Like if I'm doing a show at most places that I do shows at, where you're quite frankly above me. I was looking down at me.
If there's no stage at Deep Piazza.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you're in a pit at a coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when you're eye level with the people you're performing
you're
for.
just kind of, it's more of like a gather around, really.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more of a huddle than a spot, really, most of our shows.
So I didn't really understand
arena
that
comedy.
that when you're doing arena comedy, you should wear shirts that fully cover your
you probably
belly.
should wear a crop top at an arena.
I was like, it's a forum.
Yeah,
but
it's the fucking forum. I wear my tube top.
It's the forum. Yeah, it's just like
mommy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they tried to make fun of me for my psoriasis, which I was like, I was like down for.
Did you do a psoriasis joke?
No.
You hit him with did you hit him with a shout out Sky Rizzi or who has psoriasis in the crowd?
Yeah. They were like, you have psoriasis? Like, what is that? I was like, it's psoriasis. He's like, oh, and I was like, who has severe plaque psoriasis? And like people started cheering.
Yeah, there you go.
The crowd loved me. I don't think the panel
judges were undecided.
But then I noticed that I was bleeding because you know how my psoriasis bleeds easily.
Oh yeah.
So I noticed that I was bleeding on my right arm.
Probably because of the fall.
Well, yes. Fucking Sherlock Holmes.
This guy.
Sherlock Holmes over
No,
here.
it was the war.
Sherlock Holmesy. Sherlock.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I didn't know if the listeners were that quick. I just want to make sure they're keeping up.
Thank you, Sherlock Homo.
I got you, John.
Yeah.
John,
sure, cock please, homo. We found it. A little wordy, but it's fun.
Like what?
Sure, I'd like some cock, Holmes. All right.
Sure, cock holes.
Yeah, there you go.
Holes.
Good interjections.
Holes?
Oh, like the movie? Yeah, take
Like
us even more off track. Like holes, like in your comedic
cock
game.
Holes.
Oh, that's right.
Sure, cock holes.
So
Okay,
anyway,
sure, cock
listen,
holes.
you're gonna get there. So listen. not everyone has a good pod, you know?
Okay. Oh, so
Come
rich.
on.
So rich. Coming from
Come on.
Dr. Sleepy.
Come on. I
Dr.
woke
Sleepy
up.
Pie.
Trail mix.
Oh, what?
You remember the
Okay.
trail mix?
Oh yeah, I remember the trail mix. Anyways, so you started
I'm not
bleeding.
even that big of a fan.
You started going. You said there was a point in your interview where you were about to reveal some very
Oh, right,
controversial
right.
things.
So okay, so
That's
he
the whole
goes.
point of the story.
Yeah.
So he goes. Are you? How's dating for someone who looks like you?
Oof.
Which okay, fair. It's like I'll play into the character.
Oh, is that
And-
was Tony that said that?
And so then Red Band like started playing the sad music, and then
Mhm.
like everyone was laughing, and then I was like, I actually live with my mom, so like more sad music.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it's really fun.
Funny.
And then I slip in, I don't know what I did a joke, which killed, but I was delivering it, looking Tony straight in the eyes, and he was not happy I was doing a joke. I could feel it. I was like, I feel
Oh no.
but
Yeah, you forget they've been doing. They see all the
They
moves.
see right
They see
through it.
right through it.
the crowd loved it.
yeah,
Because they're
Yeah, so I'm doing great.
the crowd.
And so then he goes like, okay, how about your job? And I said like, I actually got fired. I'm actually not working right now. I got fired. And then the sad music comes. I'm
Yeah.
like, I think
Yeah.
I'm doing good because I'm like playing into like,
yeah,
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
are laughing at that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they want like me to be sad. And then I go like, he goes, what was your job? I was like, I was actually doing podcast producing and editing for a streaming service that I probably shouldn't name right now.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he got what I was saying, because then the crowd kind of like was like, okay. And then he was like, oh, you don't want to name it? And then I heard people from the comedian section going, tell them, tell them.
Destiny was yelling that. Destiny was like, you fucking idiot, tell him.
Yeah, yeah. Destiny was like, "This is what we were supposed to. Not the fucking pratfall. Maybe if you didn't do the pratfall, you would have time for the fun Netflix story at the end. You piece of shit."
Yeah, Destiny actually rented out a small plane to fly over the forum with a sign that said, just tell the damn story,
Tell
John.
the story how Crackle fired you or whatever. You
And
know.
so I was laughing, and then he sees, and then I'm like I'm turned like this, and I'm laughing. He sees that I'm bleeding, and he goes, "Oh, you're bleeding. I'm gonna let you go. Goodbye. You're done." And I was like, "Okay." And then he gave me, which this is the only thing I'm mad about, which he gave me a little joke book.
Great. I love that. That's
No, he
huge.
should have given me a big joke
Oh,
book.
okay.
Because I had the best of the night so far,
Well, sure.
but it's fine. He gave me a little joke book, and then I went on my way. That was it.
That's good.
Well, sometimes Destiny calls and you say busy.
And sometimes you say, probably a scam number. Let me fucking
Probably.
let me hang up. Block. Yeah,
Probably my ex.
blocked. Yeah, exactly.
No, it was good. It was good that I didn't say anything.
But that would have been crazy, though. I think he would have. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But that you got to run through your mind. Like if you brought up this crazy story about working for Netflix and how you got fired, and then he would psychoanalyze it, be like, "That's actually a good fucking joke," whatever he'd say.
Yeah.
But in another world, in another reality, in another dimension,
There's
perhaps.
always gonna be another. No, there's not. I guess there's not.
No, it was. I think he saved me, honestly, because all the
Yeah.
Netflix execs were there.
Yeah, it
They,
could have
like,
been. Could have gone bad.
What would have happened? Do you think? Worst case scenario in your mind, if you reveal a story
I'm
about your,
blacklisted from Netflix doing comedy there, but instead I did really good in front of the Netflix.
you're already
execs.
blacklisted from Netflix. What do you want?
No, I'm not.
You're not getting a job.
He's not listening.
He's like brown listed.
He's not listening to me.
He's not.
He's not waiting for the end of the story. This
Yeah.
guy.
And this guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought
This guy.
we were at the end.
Yeah,
Pardon.
this guy.
Please continue, good sir.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to Tony later at the Comedy Store, and he was like, "Good stuff tonight," and he's like, "Just don't do that falling stuff anymore." He goes, "That's corny." I was like,
Damn. Tony gave you a black comic critique.
And you looked at
Said,
it,
man, that falling shit's corny. He hit you with that.
and you look at Tony. You go, "Nice try, not Destiny."
Yeah, exactly. I
Blocked.
see you.
"No," I was just like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I kind of see from his side. I guess, yeah, I see it from his side. I see from my side. I had fun, whatever.
Yeah, no, it all went well.
But so, actually, I think what was good is I got a text message from my old boss, and he said that he heard that I did good from some people that were there. So I think that
Oh, Hugo Boss.
it was probably good that I didn't talk about,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
because now I'm in.
you're not gonna get hired again.
No, I'm not trying to get hired. I'm trying to do comedy on Netflix. RJ.
They're not gonna. I mean,
I'm sorry that you're so far away from the possibility of doing comedy on Netflix at Joke Festival.
Here we go.
That you can't even imagine.
Here we go.
That
I mean,
am
here's
right.
the thing.
That I will be right there and be on the
I
Netflix
hate
of the
to
Joke
say
Comedy
it,
Festival
you
because
know.
there are execs that are seeing me
There's no.
and want to put me on and have multiple times tried to get me. But the timeline got pushed back a little bit because I got fired. But now they saw me again in front of 17,000 people, saw the potential.
And John, I will be
And
the
that's
first
it.
one to apologize.
And that is it.
In that scenario, but I just don't see how the podcast studio has anything to do with getting on Netflix. That's just my take.
This guy doesn't know the biz.
He does not know the
He
biz.
doesn't know the biz, you know?
Hey,
It's all right.
That's okay, RJ.
It's all right, you know.
It's okay.
It's like,
Can't reveal too much on the pod.
yeah, not all of us are fluent in Destiny. All right.
none of us have Destiny on speed dial.
Yeah, maybe industry's not coming to Gamecraft, but
Yeah. sorry, John and I speak Destinese. All right. Lo siento, my guy.
sorry, I'm 1/8 Destinese.
Yeah, that's right. God forbid.
Destiny's Child, anyways.
Got him into college. It's fine.
Do we like Destiny's Child?
No.
Okay.
That one, no. Trail mix, no.
Yeah, I'm striking out.
It's fine, you know?
So basically when I was in New York, like I was in this really nice neighborhood and I'd be talking to my girlfriend on my AirPods and I would be like smoking weed until like 3 a.m, like on the street. And one night like this guy was walking down my street and then he crossed the street to go to the other side and I was like, oh, I'm the scary guy talking to myself on the street corner smoking drugs at 3
yeah.
a.m.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why did this guy cross the street? I'm just smoking drugs and looks like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
AirPods or
Pacing.
studio headphones?
AirPods.
You're sitting there
They
like,
can't tell you got them in.
Right.
You're like, God, I want to kiss your face. I want to fucking kiss it. Give me your butthole. Or however you talk to your girlfriend. He's like, God, I would cross the street.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
baby reindeer's so good right now. Fuck, it's cold.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, you could be my baby reindeer. That makes sense. That's fun. So, yeah. Seems like it's just been a fucking Cinderella story for you the past couple of fucking months, man. You've really, must I say, you have probably have maximized your unemployment money more than anyone I've ever seen in my life. All of my family, they're just like, oh, let's go to the movies. You want to go to Wild Rivers again? Let's do the luge or whatever, you know? Yeah. All my family that went on unemployment, they just did the floaty pool in the wave pool for an entire summer until they're like, all right, I got to get back to work.
And John's like, I want to work harder, actually.
Yeah, John. Yeah, no, smart.
No, the moment I got fired, I moved in back with my mom, so I was stacking the unemployment money, and then I paid for New York with all unemployment money.
That's smart.
So now I don't have any money. I don't have any job right now, but I think it's
good.
It's looking up.
Yeah.
You jumped ahead, like you bought yourself a year and a half worth of stage time in 2 months.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Pretty
so you're
much.
already, so like you could stop for a year and then we'll never catch you.
Do you have
RJ, that was RJ's words. He wanted you to like stop comedy so he could catch up, you know.
I was like, I really hope John takes a break when he comes back.
Yeah, really.
I'm
That's
so
why he's like, I'm not
behind.
gonna book him.
behind.
For a
So
month.
Yeah,
behind.
exactly.
I gotta
He's
book him so that I can just like cancel him last
I'm not
minute.
gonna give him any spots for a month.
Wouldn't that be diabolical? I book you and then like last minute cancel it, but like never.
Who got my spot? Was it Ciccone or was he already booked?
No, who did? I don't remember now.
What show was this? Simon Gibson? Or Jason Collins?
I don't recall. I think maybe it was Caleb Synan or Carmen Morales. I don't recall now, but they both did very well.
Sinan's a nasty boy. You've had him on your Gamecraft already?
Caleb Synan.
I was
yeah.
gonna be Caleb.
I don't recall. I really don't.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
The trajectory of events.
Yeah. Caleb is like, we don't know who
We need
could
Conan. We
fill
need
John's shoes.
Comedy Central. We need
Caleb once performed at the Forum. New credit.
now new credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen him at the LA Forum.
Yeah.
For 17,000 people.
for all of 3 minutes and 27 seconds.
Well, I did 1 minute for 17,000 people. So maybe if you break that down, I could just say like I did like 10 minutes for like
100?
1,700.
17. That's fair. Yeah. We could. Yeah.
What's the math? We're not doing the math.
All I know is the IRS is knocking on our doors after that fucking crunch of numbers.
Are you what you want to do bomb potato now? Is that what you're saying?
What? No, I didn't say that at all. I did this because
Oh.
it was IRS knocking on our door. We're living it easy street, baby.
Yeah.
You got
okay.
goss, you got gossip. That is not to confuse our listeners.
Yeah,
Former
exactly.
ghost
Former RIP.
/ back in the biz question mark.
Maybe
He's-
back in the. We don't want to reveal anything. We
maybe,
don't want to reveal it.
maybe,
That's not. No
maybe.
one's back in the biz. We're
I
not
heard-
saying
Have you been
anything.
talking?
Of course, I've been talking. Have you been
to me?
talking?
He's been talking to me.
Yeah, he texted me. He's like talking to me. He's like, "Should I talk to him before?" He's like, "Yeah, you know."
He talked to me.
I heard.
All right,
I
cool.
heard something a little interesting.
I
Yeah,
can't
listen,
believe
we're
you're
gonna
so
keep it off pod.
Okay,
Yeah,
This is a big off pod. This is big.
I was gonna keep it off pod, but
This
you're the
is-
one who's revealed.
No, I'm not.
I'll keep it off pod.
Nothing.
I'll keep it off.
We'll keep it off pod.
Tom?
Tom's opening for Chris Rock now, and listen, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
No, Tom's alive. He's doing all right, and when he wants to be himself, he will be. He will make his presence known. Daddy always makes his presence known.
If
you
there's
know?
one person who knows how to grab Destiny by the fucking neck, it's Tom
Yes.
Goss.
Yeah.
And Tom is, he's.
Stop it.
I look forward to it.
We all do.
And bomb potato, guys.
I look
and
I look
actually,
forward to the belly room.
yes. Well, they
Nothing's official though, right?
no one wrote any jokes.
You didn't write jokes.
Well, you wrote jokes?
No, but I figured that maybe I could just read some from this writing packet that I'm working on.
Oh, that's right.
Writing packet that I'm working on. Huge flex, by the way. Stop.
You're a fucking piece of. That's a fucking bit. Can I have it and pretend I have a girlfriend at least?
No.
She's got terrible handwriting.
Yeah, well.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. She sucks on your penis.
Stop it.
Stop. Wow. She doesn't. She never has.
No
Stop
bullshit.
sloppy.
We're waiting till marriage. She's a Christian girl.
Really?
Jesus.
Good for you.
RJ's fucking torque.
I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here.
Yeah, these will go great.
What's this for, John? What's the packet for? Can you tell the friends
It's
at
two
home?
birds, one stone. He has plenty of jokes to do for Bomb Potato, and he gets to flex that he's submitting a writing packet for a manager.
Can you tell us what you're hoping to submit for?
No, it's not. It's a fake one. It's just fake, but it's just for this guy, for this manager guy.
I don't know what that means. Why would you submit a packet for a fake?
It depends on who it's because the guy manages people like big
Bro,
names.
this guy has no idea how the industry works.
Unbelievable.
You just want to get a manager, so you're submitting a packet to
I'm
a
not
manager?
gonna get on Netflix. This guy thinks it has nothing to do with Netflix. This guy thinks it has nothing to do with getting a manager, and it's okay, RJ. That's fine.
Destinese. Only few speak it,
Okay.
All right. RJ,
Yes, sir.
you want to do your joke first?
No.
No. You
Um.
got to.
Okay. A man.
Your mom.
Um,
She sent you 5 emotional men saying, "You got to be gangster."
My mom just shared me on a inspirational Instagram post on her Instagram story, and the post is, "You're allowed 5 emotional minutes in the day, then you gotta be gangsta." Sharing.
That's awesome.
Definitely sharing this.
That's actually pretty cool.
That's a very mom confident post right there.
Okay.
A man says his emotional support animal, Gary the Gator, has gone missing. But this is a simple misunderstanding, as his last words to Gary were, "See you later, alligator."
Never mind. Your jokes are gonna do great.
So do I go now?
Yeah.
Yes,
You go.
please go.
Okay, this is kind of a game. It's not really it's not really like a monologue joke. But it's like basically you take these they take these CNN headlines and then you replace some of the words with funny words.
Like a Mad Lib.
Yeah. So this one is Topeka Zoo's vibrant and beloved ostrich Karen dies after blank. And here are some
Here's some heaters.
Here's some-
Ooh, look
Ready?
out.
Yeah.
Topeka Zoo's vibrant and beloved ostrich Karen dies after she was not allowed to talk to the zoo's manager.
I love it. Do you want me to do one?
So it's because her name is Karen. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do one. Go ahead.
Say the premise again.
Topeka Zoo's vibrant and beloved ostrich Karen dies after blank.
Nobody fucking cares about the Topeka Zoo.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
You're like, actually?
Drew, you want to do one?
Topeka Zoo's beloved ostrich Karen dies after... after watching Hulu's new flagship television show, Shogun.
No, you don't have any bomb potato jokes?
No, I don't.
Do you want to read one of mine, Drew?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
I'm fine.
Do you want to read one? I have 5 that I wrote in case John didn't write any.
I'll think one. Well, I'll think of one of these. You know. All right, go on.
Do you want me to read my next one while John pulls up his next Mad Lib?
Okay, here's one Mad Lib. Ready?
Yeah.
Florida asks Supreme Court to allow its blank law to take effect. Okay, ready?
Yeah, what do you got?
Florida asks Supreme Court to allow its Drake is banned from Miami law to take effect.
Topical.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. What are you looking at me like that?
Wait, what about like don't say Drake in school? That's funny. Because like the don't say gay, but don't say Drake in school, pedophile joke.
Yeah. That works.
Okay, now we're just writing. Go, read one of your songs. Read one of your songs, RJ.
One of my songs.
Yeah.
Breathing the air in Beijing has the same health risks as smoking 21 cigarettes a day, which is why I smoke Beijing Newports. Beijing Newports, we put the Kung Pao in your lung now.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
The air in Beijing is the same as smoking 21 cigarettes a day. That's it's also the same as going in Drew's bedroom.
Because it is smoky from...
And taking
From all
one
the-
whiff from his cum towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also is a famous Chinese phrase.
Yeah.
Cum tao.
It's smoky from all the friction.
Would you like cum tao chicken?
It's smoky.
Not cum tao chicken. Not RJ heating up in the last half.
There he is.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Beijing Newports. Turn your lungs into a textile factory, baby.
Yeah,
Come on.
there you go. Come on.
It's smoky from all the friction from you gooning for 7 hours.
Oh, correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's got to be a steamy pile in there.
Friction on your cock, yeah.
Stranger than friction. I'm trying to work this. I couldn't figure it out. A flock of
This has
ravens.
got to be one of the worst pods.
Yes.
You're not wrong. But
Correct the mundo.
people tuning in just now, it's going great.
Well, you know, Destiny is as Destiny
if
does.
you're tuning
you know?
in just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is one of the funniest ones.
That's
Yeah.
okay, John. The story was. I think it has a lot to offer. I thought that was really entertaining. I'm not kidding. A flock of.
That makes me feel worse.
Yikes.
He's like
Jinkies to that
I'm
one.
being genuine. I
Talk
thought it was a
me
good story. It was
off
a very
the
interesting.
ledge.
Jinkies, Scoob. Yeah, that's
Well,
all
I'm
right.
not trying to talk you up the. This week, police thwarted a Colorado woman who tried to steal a pickup truck but couldn't work the stick shift.
Oh, yeah.
Even crazier, last year she was thwarted for identity theft attempting to impersonate a comedian, but she wasn't funny.
Hey, she was trying, but she couldn't work the stick shift. Sounds like my ex-wife.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
there it is. Yeah, that one I was going to say something like, because I
Something
read
with a
that
hand
article
job.
earlier. Well, yeah, something about getting out of the ticket as she suddenly learned how to work the
that's
stick
good.
Come on.
Good.
Come
Now
on.
we're cooking.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking.
All right. There you go.
Mad Lib this. A flock of ravens is called an unkindness, but a flock of Baltimore Ravens fans is called...
Racist. Or
A flock of ravens is called an unkindness, but a flock of Baltimore Ravens fans are called
Scary.
Fucking. It's a group of fat retards that don't know that they stole their team from the Browns back in the 90s.
I don't know, but the cops get called on them. You know, that's what I say. Come on.
I thought their name could be they could be called the Browns.
What do you mean?
The fans, the Ravens fans.
Oh, the Browns. Maybe the Raiders.
Okay.
Come on,
That's okay.
don't knock them while they're down. They just lost the bridge, you know.
Oh yeah, you remember that?
That was in Baltimore.
He was just so deep in the city that he
Deep
just couldn't.
in NYC.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We can end strong. What's the craziest thing that happened in New York?
John's
and that's
like,
the podcast.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the podcast. We gotta cut it off.
Oh,
I can't
no.
talk about it on the pod.
Yeah.
Really?
We'll talk about it off pod.
Really? Is it one of those off-P crazies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the what was the craziest thing that happened? Oh, well, I drove up to New Hampshire and then we drove through the snow and we spun out on the freeway in the snow.
You spun
Yeah.
360 or just like a little slide?
180 was looking at the car behind us.
Just black ice.
Yeah. Well, not. I think
no,
it was
I
just
think it was a
regular
white guy.
Ice.
oh.
Ice.
Black guys?
Yeah.
No, a brown guy was driving. It was brown ice.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was really scary.
Did you scream?
No, I was weirdly calm about it. It was three of us in the car, and we started swerving. And then the guy that wasn't driving, that wasn't me, was like, "You're overcorrecting." And then he was like, "No, I think I got it." And then he was swerving. When we started swerving, and then spun, and then it was fine.
The guy driving, you don't have to. It's okay. Just say Brian Vokey. It's fine.
No, it wasn't Brian.
Oh,
Brian
okay.
wasn't in the car at that point.
Okay.
Because it's fine. Dude, the other day I was driving home from the store at like on the 605 or the 405, one of those, and there was like a car in the left lane that was fully stopped,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go from 80 to 0 to not hit it because I didn't realize.
Oh,
Because there
left
was,
lane, like carpool.
yes, there
lane.
was
Or
a car.
before the
There was a
carpool.
car in front of me.
Lights.
Yeah, they had their lights on, but there was a car in front of me that swerved around it, but I was too close to the car in front of me, so I didn't have time to swerve, and I had to just and I almost hit him. I went from 80 to 0.
Slammed on the brakes.
Yes, like,
like the shaky
yes.
brake thing.
And then the guy is sitting on the middle island, and he looks at me like, what? Like, what? Like, he like looked at me like, and I'm like, bro, you're like,
You can't do that.
Like,
you
you're the
can't just have the
asshole.
car stopped right
in
there.
any lane, no car can be stopped on the freeway. That's psychotic.
And at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's the worst time.
And so then I like gathered myself back. I had to back up because that's how close I was to him. I had to back up. I waited for some traffic. It was fine. And then I was just driving down the freeway. This was like 20 minutes later. I'm driving down the freeway and I hear the car. There's like one car that's like 2 lanes to the left, to the right of me. And I hear like a and I'm like, whoa. And I just like step on my gas because I'm like, I got to get away. I don't know what's going on. Because I thought he was like going to hit me or something. And he starts swerving. I don't know what he hit or something, but he just started I could see this in my rearview mirror. Starts swerving. And then I see him hit the middle median. And I see like sparks fly. And then I hear him like go, and then just like kind of stop on the freeway.
What the heck?
Which that would have hit me if I had been like just a little bit behind.
Destiny's like, this guy's not listening. I gotta get his fucking attention.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
That was so scary.
Oh my god.
That's wild.
When did this happen? Like a couple days ago?
Sunday?
Yeah, like
Saturday night?
Saturday. No, I think it was last week. I don't remember.
Fucking hey, that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah, it was really scary.
You don't hear that shit until it happens, you know? It was like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's always weird shit, man. Yeah, like when I was driving home super late at night, there happened to be a section of the freeway almost down here where all the freeway, like the lights and shit were off, so it was just pitch black.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m. in the morning. And then I kind of saw a thing ahead of me, and my headlights were shitty. I'm like, let me get out of the way just in case. And it was just a full-ass black motorcycle just laid flat on the floor.
Oh, my God.
With no guy. So I'm thinking, I'm like, well, I'm about to hit the guy now.
Yeah.
He's just walking on the freeway.
Where's guy?
Willy-nilly, you know? And I'm like, where the fuck? And then I see more shrapnel, and I maybe have seen a guy, and I saw some other guy with their hazards on, like maybe a quarter mile up. I'm like, all right, there's just some guy out here that I could have totally murdered.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
You know, it's scary out there. You're lucky you have a family and shit, you know?
What?
Yeah, you're
so
lucky
I don't
you're not-
drive at night?
You're
he
lucky
just
you don't
he
hustle
stays in the
comedy late
yeah,
night. Yeah, exactly. He
Exactly.
stays
He's in the
behind the
county.
orange curtain.
He just
Well,
drives
hold
to
on now.
Laguna.
Does his brewery shows.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on
okay. There's
now.
not
Yeah.
stuff doesn't happen there. It's
That's
okay.
not true.
Yeah.
I'm driving from the store every Sunday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
set of the night.
Yeah, no. He means Target. Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he does. His groceries. Come on, now. It's
Okay.
fine.
Wait
Yeah.
till they close
Wait,
at
were you there?
9:30.
You weren't there on Sunday.
No, because I was going to be a.
This
as
cuck
a-
told me
a
there wasn't
zoo.
any set of the night, so
I did not say
You
Yeah.
weren't. You weren't there last Sunday or this Sunday.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, it's not till the end of the month. They're
the
not
last
doing
2
it.
weeks he wasn't there, so that's interesting.
Wow.
No, because the Netflix is a joke thing threw me off the scent. Missed me with that. What's the finger?
I'm
No,
just,
that's-
I'm just
no,
saying
no,
that's the
that's-
one Sunday that you didn't show up, and then this last Sunday was Mother's Day. I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I was so tired.
Does-
I was.
Do you ever
not
think
gonna
that
do
Drew
it.
smells like diapers?
That honestly might be my house, dude. Like it might be. There's
No, but I've always thought that though, even when we weren't here.
diapers. Like I smell like a big baby.
no like fresh
No, like
Pampers.
do you wear diapers?
That would be the most insane.
That'd be crazy.
thing to start. Hey, we're like, yeah, that's just like his
I
thing.
hear
He just
Drew wears diapers.
He wears diapers.
I don't know if we could be friends anymore.
If I wore diapers, what if it was like a serious condition?
And you didn't tell me.
And it's like depends. I was like too embarrassed about it.
I would be like, why didn't you? Just
And
tell
what if
me?
I brought it up on the pod
Right
just
now.
to test you? And in case you were okay with it, I'd be like, after the pod, I'd be like, yeah, dude, I
And
totally.
we make fun of you, but like in this reality, I won't make fun of you. I'm like, dude, that's fucking cool. I don't care.
Yeah, and then, yeah. But if you say it's weird right now, I'll never tell you that I do wear Depends.
No, it's cool, man.
And I buy like the expensive ones that feel like underwear. Stop
It's
it.
cool.
Stop it.
I'm
They're
just
not
trying to
Depends.
feel to see if you have
Stop.
diapers
Maybe it's my
on.
work clothes. Maybe
No.
maybe it's
I love the work clothes, by the way. They're
Yeah,
great.
coming off
Reminds me of the
work.
rec room.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, looks good.
I think it's fine.
Is it-
R.I.P.
I actually went to the rec room the other day.
Solo.
and The door was kind of propped open,
No.
and I went and I looked inside, and it's like it was all empty.
Torn to
It was
shreds.
crazy, yeah.
Did you know that they did an auction for all the stuff inside?
What? When was that?
Like a week later, like right
Aw,
away.
You didn't get anything?
I looked at it was all online, and it was just so online.
So you
It was
could have told
all-
me.
I mean, I didn't really want to put the word out.
You're saying I could have bought fucking Connect Four basketball for my living room?
Yeah, it was
Bro.
like $10,000, but you could have
Yeah.
bought it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I looked at every single item, and I was like, no, this
There
is
is
so
nothing
bad.
interesting. Did you break off a piece of the wall?
No.
I heard some people did that.
I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
clock.
yeah.
You got the clock?
She's over there.
What's the clock? What do you mean the clock?
A green room clock.
You also got the
What?
Mexican occupancy sign, right? The
I did. I don't know
maximum.
where I put it. I need to find a good spot
So
for
I
it.
can't have anything?
John, you
No.
snooze, you lose.
But no one thought of me to have something.
This fucking guy.
Why would I?
Unbelievable.
Oh, so
No
I-
one thought of me.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want something.
I mean,
It's my home.
I imagine if you would have asked, somebody would have. But I didn't anticipate anyone getting anything out of the room, to be honest.
Me neither. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we were all surprised when the event happened.
And then when there was no rules, no one thought of little old Johnny boy, and I'll think of that, and I'll remember that.
Yeah.
That's
When-
okay.
When what? When another comedy club closes down?
No.
Then we,
When he
no.
pratfalls at the fucking forum, but this time when he's headlining.
And it
All right?
kills.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it murdered.
It
It's
killed
his,
this
It's his
time.
Burt Kreischer shirt off moment is he's going to do pratfall set. That's going to be his thing.
Bro, I mean, people were like,
Pratfall.
"You can't pratfall because then what if they want you to do that every time?" It's like, what? It's like you have nothing.
Which is such a mean thing to say, but he was probably saying to one of his friends, for sure. One of his friends that swears by it that John respects him as a comedian. And,
Yeah.
and then John says like, "Yeah, you're literally
No,
nothing."
that guy is cool and actually a lot more famous than I am, but it's okay.
Oof. Damn. And the fact that you go, "Yeah, you literally have nothing." That's still, the point is still there. So take that at Cam's so funny. John's trying to start a thing
No,
with
Cam's
you.
so fun. No, actually, Cam, it was funny because I saw him like later,
So
like
funny.
a
Go on.
few nights later, and I was like talking to him, and he was like, "Why did you do that, man?" And I was like, it's funny. And he's like, what? And I'm like, it's funny, man. Like 17,000 people, I fell. And he's like, I don't know. And then like and then we were partying some more in the comedy store and stuff. And then I saw him like later in the night, and I went up to him and he was like, you know, I just realized it is funny.
That's funny.
And I was like, thanks, man. And he's like, that was good. And he's like, and then you did good on your minute. I was like, thank you.
I think a lot of it too is if
thanks, man.
people like you already, it's funnier to me. Like, I know you, so whenever I see it, I think it's very funny.
But the panel did not know you, so they're like, fuck this guy.
But the audience fucked with me hard after it.
Of course.
Like, they were laughing at me saying, what up?
I wonder if they felt more empathetic to your plight and therefore more receptive to the minute.
Right.
Interesting.
So I was saying I went to the rec room and I look inside.
Great observation, RJ.
Oh, thank you, Drew. Thank you.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, go on.
And so the door was like a little propped open, so I went up there and I looked inside, and then this guy walks up and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Oh no, I just like used to come here all the time."
Wiping away a tear.
Yeah.
I was like, I
what?
was like, I used to work here.
Yeah.
I was the chef. I used to cook here.
Yes.
I was like, will you please get out of the doorway?
I was like, yeah, I used to cook. This is my kitchen.
Yeah, you're like, I was the Michael Jackson of pedophile jokes. I got dry skin. You wouldn't get it. Have a good day.
I was the Michael Jackson of pedophilia.
Yeah, exactly.
This is actually where I went to. This is
Number one.
Yeah.
All-star.
I was like, this is actually where I went to school. This is actually my school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
What did the guy say? He said, eat bricks or
I was
whatever?
a scientist here.
It's more of
this was my lab.
Yeah, it's more.
I was like, this was my.
I got my street smarts.
You could say this is where I was born.
Yeah, where I was. I mean, I was cooking. Oh, not in the kitchen. That's not what I meant. Sorry, it's not. No, but I was
Never. I wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
No, he kind of just went. Oh, cool. And then I thought he was gonna like.
He's like, yeah,
Open
you're
the-
trespassing now.
Yeah, I thought he was
Cool.
gonna
I
like.
just called the cops 5 minutes ago.
I thought he was gonna like open the door and be like, "Oh, do you want to like look or something?" But he like literally just walked through the door and closed it and locked it and then walked away. And I was like, "Oh."
All right, you're like, oh, that's fair.
Well, that certainly can't be destiny. That's
Yeah,
it's not fair at all.
I was like, "Well,
clearly.
I guess
doesn't
that's
speak
how this
Destinese.
story
Yeah,
ends."
exactly. Yeah, I wonder how.
Did you say that out loud to yourself?
With the
well,
door,
John, I guess that's how the story ends.
And the
then-
guy
and then the
walking away can
camera-
hear that muffled. He's like, thank God I didn't let that fucking psycho in.
and then in my brain I saw myself like standing there, and I then like it zoomed out, and I just like saw him like I was dissociating. It's
Yeah,
like,
You're
I saw
by
I had an
yourself?
out of body experience.
I saw myself standing in the parking lot.
And then the song at the end of Fight Club starts playing in his head.
Oh,
You
the
know.
Pixies song.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I did a drive by like a couple days ago just to see where it was at, and there was no doors open or anything. I was just like, I just gave it a good look. I was just like, look at her go, you know. I wonder how many open micers came back to knock on the window because it was
Shed a tear, light
Yeah.
a cigarette, smoke, pour
Exactly.
some out for the homies.
yeah, of course, we'll figure it out. But,
Yeah, I want to hang out in the parking lot one last time. I want to get a parking lot hang together. Also,
Yeah.
we could just do a mic in the parking lot.
Probably not.
we could do that.
Why?
They call the cops for less.
So yeah, but who cares?
I mean,
He's all scared of the cops.
Scared of the cops.
always have been.
Yeah,
But-
always will be.
But I'm saying like now we can't get the rec room or off the wall in trouble. So who cares? We would just get in trouble. But we would not get in trouble. Like you think the cops are gonna come and be like, oh, you guys are all gonna go to jail now because you have a speaker in the parking lot.
Good impression, by the way. Is this the one you wanted?
No, I was waiting for you to time it better, but that's fine if you want to end the podcast.
No, I don't want to end.
Okay.
I just thought I wanted to do what you wanted me to do.
I thought this was I thought the Patreon episode started.
Oh, it started an hour ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, I actually have to go.
that's right,
I have
yeah.
to go record the radio.
The radio show.
live.
Should we call in?
Call in if you want to?
Mm.
Let me see how long it's gonna. Yeah, literally, I'm gonna leave from here.
I'm actually really bummed now that I realized how bad of a planner I was. Terrible planning. I apologize. I wanted to have you and Luke on at the same time. That would have been fun.
Oh, we can still do that.
I know we can still do it, but I wanted it for today. So
Oh,
I apologize.
I should have pushed harder for that because I texted him and he said he was down.
I know.
Wow.
I know, and I asked him too. I said, next time John comes back, I want you on, and I totally spaced. So that's on me.
Just like he always just suspiciously forgets to book us, you know?
Yeah. Interesting.
Like,
I'm gonna try not to get offended.
Wow.
RJ's gonna become RJ's gonna get.
Say it. Don't say it. Don't you fucking say it, all right?
Say it.
Let's end the pod.
It's in the... Yeah, we should end the pod. Press the fucking button.
You coward.
Don't do it. We gotta wait for the recording. We all know who RJ's slowly turning into. It's fine.